This foster pair had experience with a variety of animals, but their latest addition, a dog, left them unprepared. The dog's owners were frantic as their pregnant pet went into delivery. It's possible to find folks who are so enamored with animals that they've made it their life's work to ensure their safety and well-being. In this instance, the people involved not only owned many rescue dogs, but also did regular foster care. Katie and John Black have adopted over 20 pets over the last decade. Despite Katie's pregnancy, the couple's dedication to animal welfare has not faltered. For women, pregnancy may be challenging because of the many ways their bodies are changing. Although Katie often had unexpected pain or emotional outbursts due to hormonal fluctuations, she had faith that she could save stray or injured dogs. Because of this, Katie and John reached out to pet the golden retriever. They were in stitches when they first laid eyes on Rosie, the puppy, since she looked so much like Katie. They both discovered their pregnancies. In this case, the dog's name was Rosie. Rosie's former owners abandoned her in 2017. The golden retriever mixed mistreatment at the hands of negligent humans was unjust. Something about the dog's looks stood out to the shelter workers when they first brought her in. Rosie's pregnant tummy was visibly growing. The volunteers quickly evaluated the extent of the dog's bulge and concluded that she was likely prepared to give birth soon. Some homeless shelters are more well off than others. It was understaffed, and they didn't have the supplies needed to take care of a carrying dog and her puppies. Since the shelters was already full and having trouble finding homes for the dogs there, the staff made the difficult decision to transfer Rosie to another facility. Actually, the manager did get involved and ended up making the phone calls. The Neuse River Retriever Rescue in North Carolina was a reliable facility. This group's mission was to locate loving foster families for golden retrievers after providing the foster dogs with a chance to heal and adjust to life in a new environment. What Rosie needed most was some good old-fashioned compassion. Rosie was rescued by Katie and John when they were able to transport her there. For a long time, Katie and John Black had led the rescue efforts for golden retrievers in the Neuse River area. Katie and John were already infatuated with each other when Rosie came trotting to the rescue, even though they had intended to provide foster care for this new canine. Just by looking at her, the couple realized she had to become part of their family. Within a short time, Katie and John became Rosie's proud new owners. This initial encounter, as pleasant as it was cut short when Rosie went into labor. She'd been pregnant for quite some time, and now she was ready to give birth. Katie and John's group had everything they needed to aid a dog in childbirth, so the time was perfect. The crew immediately started to work on making Rosie as pleasant as possible during the procedure. But Katie became the first to realize something wasn't right. She was taken aback by the sight of the first puppy. She grabbed John's arm and urged him to come closer. Even though Rosie had a gorgeous golden coat, her puppies appeared nothing like her, and the owners really cannot stop shouting when they saw them. Katie, still in disbelief at the strange puppies by her side, exclaimed, "There must be something wrong." John responded with his jaw hanging wide. They had never seen anything quite like that before. Despite their dismay, the vet insisted that making Rosie comfortable was the first priority right now. Katie and John first thought Rosie would have a big litter because of this. Dogs have been known to have litters of up to 10 puppies at a time. Much shockingly, this Guildford carpet was only ever made for canine use. Her bloated tummy gave the impression that she was expecting more. The puppies didn't resemble their mother at all, so no one could tell who the father was. So it was entirely possible that they resembled the younger version of their father. Katie said, "We don't know what type the dad was." That these pups were a golden retriever/lab mix was all that everyone noticed. This cow pattern hair was present on all 4 of the pups, not just 1 or 2. The dogs seemed to be as bewildered as the rest of us, which was one of the best bits of the scenario. Her new pups cuddled up to her, feeling safe and secure. Rosie's eyes widened when she saw Kate and John. The confusion on her face was priceless. It was all Katie could do not to laugh. She snapped a photo of the scene on her phone. Rosie was satisfied with her nutritious puffs, despite her bewilderment. Daisy, Betsy, Clarabelle, and Moo are all names that sound like cows, and they were given to the infants as a joke. Katie and John chuckled at the sight of the cow-calves snuggling close to their golden-furred mother. The pair was also thrilled to get the opportunity to take care of 3 cute pups. Rosie's uterine infection manifested shortly after she gave birth. While it may have seemed that she had no trouble giving birth to her 4 pups, it is very uncommon for there to be difficulties throughout pregnancy and childbirth. The mat's owners panicked and quickly went to get medical attention. It was fortunate for Katie and John to live close to a veterinarian. With proper treatment and medicine, the infection rate might be reduced. Rosie quickly felt better, and that's how fast she got well. Katie and John came to cherish their time spent caring for the newborn puppies more and more as time passed. Their feelings toward the cow puppies consistently softened once they were in their possession. They had to be fair and not take all of the pups for themselves. Rosie was only the most new addition to their pack of canine companions. Even though they loved the pups dearly, they just could not afford to provide a permanent home for each of them. Thankfully, the puppies gained a lot of attention and were quickly adopted. This is due to the fact that the mother golden retriever/cow dog combination and her offspring became viral online. Katie's first action, her father, though, found the whole thing amusing once she showed them some photos she'd taken of the cow babies. Katie said my father liked the images and laughed for a long time at first. He also stated it's the kind of thing that would go viral, so I should share it online. It was wise of Katie's father to warn her. She decided to share the photos online not long following, showing them to her friends and family. Not exactly what we were anticipating, she said as a description for the photographs she posted to Reddit. Yesterday, a golden retriever and foster dog we had bred gave birth to a litter of cows. Katie was unprepared for the overwhelming reaction her first Reddit post received. The image quickly gained popularity with close to 90,000. After the Reddit post went popular, Katie and John decided to upload the photos to Instagram. Instagram was used this time to share the tale online. Again, the post went viral as people across the globe debated the validity of the tale was credible. The sight of golden-colored canine replicas was puzzling. A mystery may be enjoyed by everybody. Guessing the paternal breed became a delightful pastime for some who viewed the photo online. A finite number of canine varieties exist. People's wild suppositions swamped both the Instagram and Reddit threads. Since the photographs were sent around, the guessing game helped the narrative spread even further. There seemed to be agreement among the group after some time had passed. Rosie is often believed to have found love with another Dalmatian, despite the fact that a great variety of dog breeds naturally sport spots. The spots on these paps are the closest match I've seen in color and form to those on a Dalmatian. It seems like we may have figured out what's going on. Do you have any thoughts? Can you guess the father's breed? Leave a comment if you want me to respond. To that end, I really hope you found the video entertaining. Like or subscribe if you enjoyed it and want to hear more like it. Have a nice day.